Visual: a slow sunrise shot over a winding mountain road. The camera glides low over the asphalt, morning mist hanging in the air. Soft engine sounds fade in. Post. There's something special about a motorcycle that doesn't shout for attention, yet quietly promises to take you anywhere. Today we're looking at a bike that blends practicality, adventure, and everyday reliability, the 2026 Honda XL125V Varadero. Visual: cut to a wide reveal of the 2026 Honda XL125V Varadero, parked on a scenic overlook. The camera circles the bike, highlighting its adventure touring stance, tall windscreen, and muscular fairings. Host. The Varadero name has always carried a sense of long-distance comfort and gunny-wear confidence. And Honda has carefully carried that DNA into this 125cc platform. At first glance, the 2026 XL125V looks bigger than it actually is. The tall front end, wide handlebars, and substantial fuel tank give it the presence of a mid-sized adventure bike rather than an entry-level machine. Visual close-ups of the front suspension, alloy wheels, and adventure-style tires rolling slowly over gravel. Host. Honda designed this bike for riders who want versatility. Whether you're commuting through the city during the week or exploring back roads on the weekend, the Varadero feels ready. The long travel suspension smooths out broken pavement and light off-road terrain, while the upright riding position keeps you comfortable and in control. Visual: Host sits on the bike, feet planted confidently on the ground. Host: seat height is always a big concern in this category, and Honda has struck a smart balance here. The seat is tall enough to provide that commanding adventure bike view, but it's still approachable for newer riders. The cushioning is firm yet comfortable, clearly designed for longer rides rather than short hops only. Visual: riding footage through city streets, weaving calmly through traffic. Host: power comes from a refined 125cc engine tuned for smoothness and reliability rather than outright speed.
This isn't about racing from stoplight to stoplight.
Instead, the Varadero delivers predictable throttle response and steady power that builds confidence, especially for riders moving up from smaller bikes or scooters. Visual: close-up of the digital instrument cluster lighting up. Host: the 2026 model benefits from updated electronics, including a clean, easy-to-read digital display. Speed, fuel level, trip information, and gear position are all clearly visible at a glance. Honda's focus here is usability: everything you need, nothing you don't. Visual: shot of the bike cruising on an open highway, windscreen deflecting air from the rider. Host: out on the open road, the Varadero really shows its touring roots. The windscreen offers surprisingly good wind protection for a 125cc machine, reducing fatigue on longer rides. It won't turn the bike into a high-speed cruiser, but it makes sustained riding far more comfortable than you might expect. Visual: cut to a gravel road, the bike rolling steadily with dust trailing behind. Host: and when the pavement ends, the XL125V doesn't panic. It's not a hardcore off-road bike, but it's more than capable of handling gravel roads, dirt paths, and uneven surfaces. The stable chassis and forgiving suspension encourage exploration without intimidation. Visual: close-up of brakes in action, then a slow-motion stop. Host: braking performance is confident and predictable, with Honda's usual emphasis on control and safety. ABS come standard, adding peace of mind whether you're riding in wet conditions or dealing with sudden stops in traffic. Visual: the host stands beside the bike as the sun begins to set. Host: one of the biggest strengths of the 2026 Honda XL125V Varadero is how approachable it is. It doesn't demand advanced skills, yet it doesn't feel boring or limited. It's a bike that grows with you, encouraging longer rides, new routes, and new experiences. Visual montage of different riders' commuter gear, touring gear, casual weekend rider, each riding the Varadero. Host: this is a motorcycle for riders who value freedom over speed, comfort over flash, and reliability over complexity. Honda's reputation for build quality and long-term durability is evident in every detail, from the solid switchgear to the smooth engine character. Visual: final cinematic shot of the Varadero parked at the overlook, sky turning orange. Host. The 2026 Honda XL125V Varadero proves that adventure doesn't have to come in a large displacement package. Sometimes it's about the mindset, willingness to ride a little farther, explore a little more, and enjoy every mile along the way. If you're looking for a capable, comfortable, and confidence-inspiring motorcycle, this might just be the perfect companion. Visual, fade out. 2 black with soft engine sound and ambient wind.